Your worthiness as a person and your potential don't get to be dictated by your past. Your future doesn't have to be determined by the family that you came from, or the choices that you made before, or even the circumstances that you are in right now. All the pieces of your life, the parts you love and the parts you don't, all hold choices for you to make. No matter how unlucky your current circumstances might be, or how unlikely your dreams might seem, what happens next is driven by what you choose. Ultimately, taking ownership of your life means recognizing that you are not helpless. In fact, you have all the power. Even if someone does something horrible to you, even then, you still have a choice about how you will respond. And please don't misunderstand, because I don't want to downplay the seriousness of anyone's trauma. But what I'm saying is, in my personal experience, when we are ready to move beyond ideas of right and wrong, or victim and villain, this is when we get back into the driver's seat of our own lives. The less you identify as a victim, the more powerful you'll feel, because you're no longer at the mercy of anyone else or of your circumstances. You can reclaim your power. And you might be thinking, that sounds like a really privileged point of view. And I think that's something worth talking about, because I would love a chance to make my intentions clear. What I am standing for is for you to let go of whatever it is that you think is holding you back from living your wildest dreams. And I recognize that some of you have had some very real structural and personal challenges. Here were a few of mine. When I was 14, I felt so unsafe at home that I ran away. I slept in clothing donation dumpsters. I skipped school for months. I didn't know where I would get my next meal or my next shower most of the time. So in other words, I had a difficult childhood. Yet, when I look back now, I can see that I was luckier than many people on this planet. I always had access to clean drinking water, medical care, to crisis services when I needed them. I have never been persecuted for my religious beliefs, my skin color, my sexual orientation, or my physical abilities. I can only imagine what some of you have had to overcome to be here in this room right now. Yet while many types of privilege have certainly played a role in my story, I ask that you please do not let my advantages or anyone else's disempower you by making you doubt your own potential. If anybody had told me when I became a new mom at age 19 what a huge life setback that was supposed to be, who knows what kind of future I would have lived into. If I had been shown the great socioeconomic scoreboard and realized how many points this was supposed to cost me, maybe I would not have powered through college and raised my college-aged child to go on to do the same thing. If I had focused on the odds that were stacked against me, if I had even known those odds, maybe I would not have believed that I could own a home, or start a business, or speak on stages, or write a book. I am so grateful that I had the naivete to think that I could own it all. So whether you feel like you've had a lot of privileges afforded to you, or whether you feel like it's all been stacked against you, either way, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You are worthy. And either way, what would be the harm in choosing to believe that nothing and no one can hold you back? No one has a perfect path to success. The people that we see who look like they have it all on social media, they're normal. They have struggles just like you. They're not special. They're just showing their highlight reel. We kind of know that because most of us are doing the same thing, but sometimes we forget. So if you are waiting for your behind the scenes to match their highlight reel, you could be waiting forever. If you're waiting to be filled up with confidence before taking action, you'll miss the opportunity to get all that confidence, because confidence comes from taking action. And the only place you can start is right now where you are.